Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Eden Stars Season 2, Episode 3. I'm Enigmius, and today we've got a mission. It's actually several missions, but they're all related to one another in some way. We need food, and we need it quite badly, and we need materials so that we can start down the upgrade path for a number of different things. We need a way to shoot projectiles at things. This is going to be key to our survival. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to find all of the things that we need in order to do that, but we're going to try. So I learned very recently that when you save a game and then load it, it doesn't start you where you were standing when you saved it. It starts you as if you were newly spawning in the area that you select. You have to reselect the area that you want to be in. Fortunately, your base remains intact, so that's kind of a cool thing. I definitely appreciate that. These guys are food. We need to be really focusing on that. Come here. I'm not going to chase them though. The red grass is actually a great way to get seeds, and seeds are one of the key ingredients that are required to make the cooked food, the cooked morsels that basically double the yield, double the benefit, I guess would be another way of putting it. So that's kind of what we're focusing on. We've got 16 seeds. Our sustenance and hydration levels are below 50%, which is not really the best place to be. But I don't want to just start eating morsels out of my inventory because that's kind of a waste. So, we got some rocks and stuff we can gather. We've got some trees that we can gather. We're definitely going to need more protonite. Protonite is one of those things where it's very easy for me to forget all about it until I go to make something and realize, oh yeah, I should have been gathering trees so that I can get some more of that. Fortunately, we picked a pretty decent spot. We've got trees, we've got rocky things. We don't necessarily need to worry too much about having access to the basics. It's some of the more specialized things that we have to kind of keep an eye out for. I always get turned around trying to chase those guys. I also noticed something the last time we were here setting up our base, specifically with regards to the placement of the fabricators. Access crafting station. We're going to recover this guy. And then we're going to build new ones. You can actually fit two side by side in the same space, which I think is pretty cool. Because we're always wanting to do more with what we've got. Whereas, there we go. Craft 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then over here, craft 1, and that's all we can do with what we've got. We have no morsels and only 1 seed remaining, so that actually worked out fairly well, all things considered. Our sustenance is down to 16 out of 100. So even if we craft all of these and eat them all immediately, we're not going to end up at full. We're going to eat it. Well, we can't eat it right out of the fabricator. That's unfortunate. We're really hungry. There we go. There's a couple. I don't want to spend a lot of time here, but we definitely need to do something. And that guy is ready. So it's still climbing. Everything is still climbing. Our hydration is iffy. And by iffy, I mean crap. We're not in very good shape. But we can consume a bunch of these, and that should put us in much better shape. And this is where the hydration is going to stop. This is where the hunger is going to stop. We've got 2 more of these that we can eat right now. And it's also increasing our health, because we took kind of a beating in the second night there. Now, just for the sake of making sure we don't lose stuff that isn't necessarily easy to come by. We're going to tuck all this stuff away for the time being. Bridgmanite, ceramic, ironite. Ceramic we're going to have to find more of. Oh, here we go. Already I'm forgetting stuff. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take that out. I don't think it's necessarily going to make that big of a deal. And this guy, what do we need? We need protonite and 5 tennel. Alright. So we're just going to keep what we need. We have 8, so we don't need too much more. And tennel we'll put back in our inventory, and then we're going to go get some more protonite. And we're going to make the module that allows us to repair base components rather than having to just wait until they're destroyed and replace them. So that's kind of cool. I guess we wouldn't necessarily have to wait until they're destroyed, but we would have to reclaim them and then place new ones. I think it'll be much easier and faster to handle damaged base walls and ceilings and all those other things if we could just use a special tool that does it in place. I would really like to be making the Gauss upgrade for the hand tools. That would give us at least some sort of ranged offense. That's the tool that we used to use if you saw the first season, I guess you could say, that allowed us to shoot the hives and just pump a tremendous amount of damage into them. The downside being that they were very close range weapons, so you had to kind of make sure that you were cleared all the way around, and then you could get down to the business. But it was my favorite thing to do, was just clear out all the splinter mites or whatever happened to be living in that kind of hive, and then just run up to it with the Gauss upgrade and just put a few hundred rounds into it, and it was gone. This time around, we have to be a little bit more selective, I think, about how we use our ammunition, because it's not going to be as easy to come by. For one thing, we need the flame component to make the gunpowder, and so far I've only seen that as random drops. It's almost like meteorites that land, and you know, when you gather them you get some of the flame stuff. And the other is the shards from the splinter mites, the splinters that they shoot out that explode. You gather those and that'll give you the material as well. And if you don't have access to either of those and you're out of ammunition, you're kind of screwed. So be a little bit cautious. I can see there being a motivation from that to leave a splintermite hive nearby so that you can go and gather splinters whenever you need to and not have to worry about the splinter mites being depleted or waiting for nighttime or anything like that. But we'll see. We haven't got that far that I'm running up to hives and trying to see what they're going to spawn yet. Hey guys, you're having a little bit of a soiree up here. I hope that's going well for you. I hate to be that guy, but I'm going to have to be that guy. Doing my part for the overpopulation of peaceful animals in our little forest here. Look at these guys. And these guys, I don't think these guys drop morsels. I think they just drop cartilage, which is a component for armor, according to their tooltip. So we're getting morsels and we're getting cartilage. And we need seeds so that we can continue to cook. Oh, we almost lost that morsel. We can continue to cook our morsels down. And then come nighttime, we should have full health and full sustenance, which would be kind of neat. We haven't had that since we started. Day one, the beginning of day one was the last time we were full. And we have to make sure that we get the seeds off the ground. Get another tree here. The ceramic that I've got came from a deposit that was on the other side of the river. So assuming that we survive the night, that would be kind of what I would be looking at doing for day 3, is heading to the other side of the river on a ceramic hunting expedition. I would prefer to be doing that now, but of course we have to look after our sustenance first, because if we don't, we're going to end up in a very serious bit of danger trying to keep on top of all this stuff at the last second, and you don't have that second to do it. So with any luck, the ceramic will be easy to find. We'll be able to grab enough to suit our needs, and at least by the 4th night, we'll be able to shoot at the things coming after our base instead of just throwing them around and whacking them with our baton. The Bridgmanite is obviously pretty common. You can see it's just all over the damn place. Down here, there's a bunch down there, all that stuff over there. It's good to have for walls and structural things for right now. It wouldn't necessarily be my first choice, but it's what we have access to. It's available in abundance, and I would rather double wall with Bridgmanite than not have a wall there because I was holding out for something better, I guess you could say. And how are we looking for time? Actually, we're in pretty good shape. I wonder. I think now would be a great time to run up to our base, gather some seeds on our way, have a bit of a snack, and then maybe, given that we have that extra little bit of time, it would be worth heading to the other side of the river. Come here. There we go. And you, standing there watching your friend die. You could have been a hero. I don't know what it would have done, but I could have at least run away. Instead of standing there watching him die and then waiting for your turn. Gives new meaning to the whole line of too dumb to live. Alright, we're gonna climb on up here. Oh, look at that, we got little seed patches right at the base of the stairs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go. There we go. It's still taking me a little while to get used to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't have enough seeds. Yeah, we're 1 seed short. There it is. There we go. And this guy, craft. It's going to take a little while, so we'll leave it. Come back over here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's this one? Sustenance and hydration. We have to spend a little bit of time finding coral too, so that we can filter this water and then figure out how to refill the containers, I guess. There we go. So we have 5 minutes. Can we make it across the waterfall, find some ceramic, and get back in 5 minutes? We're going to be pushing it. The worst case scenario is that we get back in the middle of the night and find that our base is under siege and taking a severe beating because we were gone and we weren't able to protect it. The best case scenario is we find some ceramic right away and then we don't have to worry about it. Bridgmanite and ceramic, look at that. Underwater of all places. Not entirely surprising. Not bad. Now we know. I'm kind of waiting for a shark to come over and bite my ass, but I don't... I'm not counting on it. I haven't seen any behind-the-scenes looks at shark models up to this point. Now, having arrived at an understanding of what we're looking for... Coral. This is what we need to filter water. That is fantastic. And what's all this? Is it a thing? Is it anything? No, it's just a rock. And coral and stuff. Alright. It is officially nighttime. That is officially our base. Way over there. And we are officially not home. We need to correct this. I think, with the exception of the fire materials, which we could get tonight, if we're fortunate, we have everything that we need to make that Gauss upgrade. And right now, we're just going to hustle, get back to the base. Hopefully there's still a base to get back to. As long as we still see the green beacon, it means the Eden kit is still there. But realistically speaking, I kind of feel like even if the Eden kit did get destroyed, we've got enough materials to make a new one pretty much immediately. Right now my biggest enemy is stamina, because I can only sprint for so long. So our health is full. Our sustenance is 76, 78, something like that. Hydration is 52. But if we survive the night, we can correct that with the coral that we just got. And the base looks kind of neat with the green bubble around it. Now it's just a matter of time. Can we... Do we have the stuff? Magnetic alloy, polymer, and thermal compound. Great. Oh, here we go. So that was 3 plasma fire that we just grabbed out of there. And I think maybe the bombing noises I'm hearing are coming from an Ica. Not 100% clear. We need to be able to get up on the absolute roof of the structure so that we can figure out what's going on sometimes. But for now, I'm a little bit grateful for a bit of a peaceful evening thus far with 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. I think we've done okay. So we'll be able to, in the next episode, start crafting those upgrades. The repair upgrade is ready, but I don't want to start messing around with that when there could be bad guys running up the steps any second now. Speak of the devil. Come on, up you go. I know exactly where I'm going to put you. Any day now. And we're going to put you where it's convenient for me, whether you like it or not. And he's dead. We didn't get as much plasma fire from that as I might have liked, but we got some and we didn't take any personal damage. And the repair tool will upgrade in the next episode, or not upgrade, will equip in the next episode so that we can handle the repairs. You can see here we're at 7,035 out of 7,500 health for this foundation block. So just being able to repair that in place would be kind of cool. And we'll be able to do a daily pass throughout the base to make sure everything is taken care of. So there we go. It's daytime. The end of day 3. Day 4, repairs, upgrades, and probably going to be killing some things just for the hell of it come nighttime. So if you want to be notified about the next episode, as always, subscribe to my channel, click the subscribe button to do that, or follow me on social media. Links for social media are always in the information section below the video. Feel free to leave your comments and feedback. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.